Hi guys, today I just wanted to talk about some things that were in the Satanic Bible by Anton LaVey, and just kind of analyze them as I read them. So here we go. These are the 9 Satanic statements. Satan represents indulgence instead of abstinence. So that's definitely something I agree with. We're here on this earth to enjoy and on very special occasions where you're trying to weight loss or something and abstain from food, you want to be treating yourself with indulgences, sexual or otherwise, maybe like brownies. Satan represents vital existence instead of spiritual pipe dreams. So Satanism is not about, a whole bunch of philosophies and theories like that. The biggest thing for Satanism is vital existence. We being here alive is the most powerful and important part to us, and we should not be ashamed of being alive. Satan represents undefiled wisdom instead of hypocritical self-doubt. So, undefiled wisdom is wisdom that speaks for itself. And learn on your own. Don't have somebody read you a book and then tell you what it's like. You read it for yourself and then judge it for yourself. Satanism represents kindness to those who deserve it, instead of love wasted on ingrates. So people who are problems and they're rude, they do not deserve basic hellos, or you should not help them if they run out of sugar. They are simply rude. Satan represents vengeance instead of turning the other cheek. We probably should throw a little bit of Buddhism in here, because when you attack somebody, even if they have attacked you, you suffer for that too. So I really don't agree too much with this satanic statement here. Satan represents responsible to the responsible instead of concern for psychic vampire. Just be responsible to the people in your life who make a difference to you, and maybe they depend on you. Maybe you work together, these kinds of people. That is who you depend on. Don't worry about some leech that's begging for money because she's poor. You take care of your family first. Satan represents man as just another animal sometimes better, more often worse than those that walk on all fours, who, because of his divine, spiritual, and intellectual development, has become the most vicious animal of them all. On a side note to that, as our brains are evolving, we're not losing the primitive parts of our brain. We're just adding on the frontal cortex. So, us human animals are evolving, but there's going to always be the animal inside of us, and that is to not deny it, but to learn about it and let it teach you who you really are in some ways. Satan represents all of the so-called sins as they lead to physical, mental, and emotional gratification. So, want to throw some Buddhism, just a little splash of Buddhism on here, and say, yeah, but if you indulge in all this repeatedly, it is no longer an indulgence, it is an addiction, and moderation is key. Number 9, Satan has been the best friend the church has ever had, as he has kept it in business all these years. That's true. Even Christians, they're afraid of witchcraft and Satan, very afraid. They believe him to be very powerful. And that's kind of a little cover here of the 9 satanic statements. And then lastly, the 11 satanic rules of the earth. And this is also in the Satanic Bible. Do not give opinions or advice unless you are asked. Now, I really have to work on that one, because I yep talk all the time. I really do. But what, LaVey is saying, like, to just give your opinion on everything, it's not right. Just let people have some space, and if they need help, they'll come to you. 2, do not tell your troubles to others unless you are sure they want to hear them. So it's like, if you really think you've met a kindred spirit, that you could pour your heart out to, then let them know your story. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut, and the best way to heal is to be in isolation with your thoughts and your contemplations and meditations. When in another's lair, show him respect, or else do not go there. I like that. If you're invited into somebody's home, you sure as fuck better respect them. Number 4, if a guest in your lair annoys you, treat him cruelly and without mercy. Wow. I mean, fuck, I would just ask him to leave. But I guess LeVay, that didn't work for him. Do not make sexual advances unless you are given the mating signal. Now, the mating signal is like you're having coffee with somebody and they keep brushing their hand against you. or they wink at you, or they dress alluring to you because they're trying to pander to your taste. If you have some good common sense, you should be able to figure that out. Do not take that which does not belong to you, unless it is a burden to the other person and he cries out to be relieved. So, you know, unless somebody's like, you can fix my computer, man, it's been sitting here for a couple years, just take the fucking thing and get out of my house, then you're actually doing a good thing. Acknowledge the power of magic. If you have employed it successfully to obtain your desires. If you deny the power of magic after having called upon it with success, you will lose all you have obtained. So, even though LaVey was an atheist, he did still practice ritual magic, but he's saying here, if you've tried magic, be very careful, and you cannot deny it once you have tried it, because it works in some way. Rituals, they speak to the subconscious parts of our mind, so they do work. Do not complain about anything to which you need not subject yourself. Just don't complain, you know? Ask, how can I help? Give people personal space. Any kind of thing like that would be completely suitable, and that would be better. Do not harm little children. That's a really great one. I'm glad that it is in here. You know, just because we are Satanists does not mean that we want to sacrifice babies and be crazy. I think it's important for LaVey to have this on here. Do not harm little children. Do not kill non-human animals unless you are attacked or for your food. Right. So he's saying, don't go out hunting even. These are sentient beings, but he does understand that you could be attacked, or if you're going hunting, it should be for food. When walking in open territory, bother no one. If someone bothers you, ask him to stop. If he does not, destroy him. So, some of LaVey's statements are a little outdated, but I just wanted to talk about the 11 satanic rules of the earth, and the 9 satanic statements. Put them out there. These all come from the Satanic Bible by Anton LaVey. I'd like to go with you guys through this with you guys, sections of his book, and we can talk about it. I'll give you my reactions and such. Even though I'm more of a theistic Satanist and Chaos Witch, I still find LaVey very fascinating, and gonna do some videos on him as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Tarot 7 of Coins earlier today, and my explorations with the Satanic Bible. I'll see you guys in the next video.